Love is in the air, everywhere I look around. Love is in the air, every sight and every sound.
Hello everyone, and welcome to my next nail tutorial. We are going to do another video in our Plate of the Month series with plate W209 today. Today's design is entitled Love is in the Air, and we're going to be using a few of these hearts over here on this side of the plate. So let's get our materials and let's get started. For your first step, you want to base coat your nail with a red polish. I've chosen to use OPI nail lacquer in Big Apple Red, and I did 2 coats of that and let it dry really well. Then to get some glitter on your nail, I use the China Glaze Ring in the Red glitter polish, and that's very translucent, so it needs a color underneath to make it pop. So let that dry too as well, and then we're ready for our stamping. Our plate W209 has this great design here with all these hearts on this side. And what you could do is stamp all the hearts in white all over your nail, and you'd be good to go. But I decided to show a different technique today where we kind of separate it and do white and black together. So I'll show you how I did that. You're going to take your M18 plate, and we're going to use the larger heart in the middle here. And we're going to stamp that in white first. And this is how you can layer designs with different colors to give a really nice effect. So take your white stamping polish, and we're just going to put a few of these on the nail. Okay, so just going to put some in the middle there. Scrape off to the side because I don't want to get the small heart on my stamper. Just roll, and then I'm going to angle it a little bit, and I'm going to put it up in the corner of my nail, right by the cuticle like that. Okay? And you want to clean in between each time. It'll give you a better stamp. And make sure it's really dry. I'm just using a pure acetone that evaporates really quickly. You don't want nail polish remover sitting in there. Your stamping polish won't stick then. Okay, let's do it again. And this is just providing our base for our hearts. Take off anything you don't want on there. And then I'm going to go the opposite direction down here in the corner of my nail. Okay, like that. Now, depending on how long your nails are, will depend on how many hearts you can do. Sometimes it can look a little busy. I did 3 hearts on these nails here. Same with my thumb. And I did 2 on my baby finger. So I think for this nail, because it's a little shorter than the other ones, I'm just going to leave 2 hearts for now. For the next step, we're going to grab our plate of the month, which is W209. And you'll see with these hearts over here, they've all got their own little unique design inside of them. I'm going to take this one right at the top here. I'm going to take my black stamping polish. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to match that up with my first heart here. Now, matching up just takes practice. I know it's a little bit more difficult than just rolling on the stamp, but if it's something you want to try, it's more of an advanced technique. It does look really neat, and all it is practice. And even if you get a little bit off to the side, it still looks like a shadow. I'm just going to put the black on that part of the design. Scrape like that. Roll. I check it. And then I'm just going to try, let's see if I can turn it this way so you can see, to match it up as best I can and roll right over top. Okay, so I got most of it on my heart. A little bit went off to the side, but because you've got a dark polish behind, you can't even tell. And I think it looks really pretty, and it actually brings out all the intricate detail of the hearts. Now there's another one of these hearts that's my favorite. It's the one right down at the bottom here, the bigger one. It's got swirls inside and looks really pretty. So I'm going to do that one for my next heart. Like this. Okay, see how I got extra stuff on there? I just quickly take it off with my nail before it dries, and then line it up and go right over top. I'll just put that here so you can see. So we've got the black swirls inside the white, and the same with these little black hearts also on top of the white there. And I think it looks really pretty. But like I said, if you choose to just stamp all these hearts all at once over the nail, that looks really pretty too. We're going to use plate M47. This has all the different letters around the outside in more of a scrolling font. But we're going to concentrate more on the middle design, which is the love you, and we're just going to take the love. This design I don't have in a single plate, but it does sell on our big demo plate B if you'd like to purchase it to use for this design. We're going to take our white stamping polish, and I want to put love on an angle. So I think I'm going to put it this way, and then I'm going to do another one that way. But you decide what you'd like to do. You don't have to add this. It's just an extra step. Okay, so I'm going to put it at the top here, and I'm going to scrape this way so I don't get any of the extra part of the design on my stamper. Roll that across, check it. Okay, and I'm just going to try to get most of it on the red part of my nail like that. Okay, and then I'm going to do another one on an angle this way. You see how I change the angle of my nail depending on which way I want my stamp to go. Now, I didn't get all of that on my nail, so I'm going to try to go back in with the O and the rest of the L and see if I can match that up. Probably because I was talking too long. There we go. If you happen to boo-boo like I just did, what you can do is take a little bit of polish remover and try to clear off the top part of your nail. Sometimes it'll work without having to take off your base color. Just very, very lightly with polish remover and then redo it again. Or you can match up like I did. The last step I did on this nail design is I took a silver glitter striper and I just outlined the hearts a little bit. Don't have to do this step either. It's just an optional step. I just wanted to have a little bit more bling on my nail. A little more sparkle. And I'm just using very, very little because I don't want it to be clumpy. I just want it to accent on the outside of the heart. So as you can see, I'm wiping a lot of it off. And I'm just very carefully going around the outside of the heart. And you don't really need a lot. This can come out a little clumpy sometimes. Right around that part. And like that. And we're done. Cover with a good top coat and you're set with this nail design. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And we'll see you next time. Happy stamping, everyone.